I'm Maya from Bookworm Dreams, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna haul some books. So these are all the books that I've accumulated since the last book haul. Link somewhere. So let's just start with the first one. So I got the Malevolent Seven by Sebastian de Castell. So this is first book in his new fantasy series in which we follow Cade, who is a wizard, but he's not the good guy. So basically in this world, I've read this by the way, so that's why there are stuff here. In this world, wizards get powers from different planes of existence, and one of the two major planes in this world are like the higher plane, where you have their version of angels, and sort of the demonic one where you got like demons, right? And these two creatures are constantly at war and trying to manipulate the mortals to, you know, start the Great Crusade so they can both like demolish each other. And in this story we follow Cade as he's given a task to collect a crew of 7 to go and destroy another group of 7 righteous, like good guys, right? And it is an interesting story. I had a lot of fun reading it, and what I enjoyed most about it is the characters, and I really do enjoy his writing. This book is definitely different than his Great Coats series, because the Great Coats are like all about honor and these ideals, and here we have, you know, people who are not like that. So it's an interesting contrast, and I had a lot of fun reading this book. Then I got Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. This is on some of my reading challenges TBRs. Okay, I'll just read you what this is about if you don't know already. So, Warbreaker is a story of 2 sisters who happen to be princesses. The god king, one of them, has to marry a lesser god and an immortal, trying to undo the mistakes he has made hundreds of years ago. Theirs is a world in which those who die in glory return as gods. A world transformed by biochromatic magic, a power based on essence known as breath, which can only be collected 1 unit at a time from individual people. So you have a bit of science here, I think. But it's worth it. By using breath and drawing upon the colors of everyday objects, all manner of miracles and mischief can be performed. Alright, if I remember correctly from people talking about it on the internet. So one of the sisters is sort of being trained the entire time to marry this dude, but at the last moment the other sister marries the dude. And so the first sister is like trying to help her somehow? I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it someday. I have to because it's on the challenge, but yeah, got this one. Then I got this one. This is The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. Now, I got this one because if you've been following our channel recently, in August we had a live show with the girls from Morena Kutia, in which we talked about T. Kingfisher's book, A House with Good Bones, and I thought this was that. When I saw it in a bookshop, I was like, oh my god, we're reading this for the book club thing, for the collaboration with the Vesna and Antonia, and I got it. And I was all like texting Christina, like, oh, I got this book, and she was like, but that's not the one we're reading. Anyway, this book is also on my Ready Fantasy Bingo Challenge, I think. As for magical realism, we'll see how magically realistic it is when I read it. But basically, in this book, the story is Kara finds the words in this mysterious bunker that she discovered behind a hole in the wall of her uncle's house. Pray that they are hungry. Jesus, okay. Freshly divorced and living back at home, Kara now becomes obsessed with these cryptic words and starts exploring this peculiar area, only to discover that it holds portals to countless alternate realities. But these places are haunted by creatures that seem to hear thoughts, and the more one fears, the stronger they become. Alright. Yeah, looking forward to seeing if I like this one. Then the next 2 books are from a Croatian small publishing house called Striga. I got A Town Called River by Igor Rendic. Now this is a book that Christina and I have both read, and we do have a review of. You'll find it everywhere you can look. And this is a Croatian urban fantasy written in English, so if you want to, you can get it. Check out a review for this. So basically, this is an urban fantasy with a Slavic twist, in which we follow Paul, who returns home to Rijeka. This is a town in Croatia, which translated means river. And when he comes home, after his grandma dies, he finds out that his grandma was a krsnik, which is person who deals with supernatural things, like protecting people from supernatural stuff in the town or area that they are in charge of. So yeah, lots of Slavic mythology, really cool read. Check out our review and check out the book. Then another book I got from the same publisher is Slavic Supernatural. Now this is an anthology of short stories that are inspired by Slavic mythology. That's why it's called Slavic Supernatural. See? An anthology of Slavic-inspired speculative fiction. So I'll just tell you what it says in the back. From the past to the future, across various Slavic cultures and throughout several European regions, this anthology brings you short speculative fiction stories inspired by Slavic folklore and mythology. Darkness and light, grief and hope, gods and humans mingle on these pages as they take you on a supernatural journey of a lifetime. As you travel through the Slavic lands of magic and mayhem, take special care. Beware of the... oh my god... Rusalka, I might have mispronounced that, sorry, and of the creatures lurking in the woods. Don't mess with the things sleeping in the cave, and whatever you do, don't cross the goddess Morana, or your frozen corpse will be found come next spring. So yeah, this is Morana, by the way. She's a Slavic goddess of death, I believe, and winter. So, and then before I went on vacation, literally the day before, I went to the cinema with my sister and a friend, and we went to see Barbie. And before we went to see Barbie, we went to the bookshop, and there I got a bunch of books. So I got this book by Ed Bartol called Boja Neba, The Color of the Sky. So this is speculative fiction in creation. So this is a tense sci-fi thriller in which we follow Terry, who used to be like a military person in Earth's Space Force, if I translate directly. And you know, times have passed, like all her glory days are behind her, and then she sort of meets an old friend, I believe, and then takes a job that is sort of legal or sort of illegal, probably. So she has to protect a girl and a programmer from some mega corporations because of reasons. I guess they have secrets and stuff that they don't want people to find out. But look how awesome this cover is. Looking forward to reading this soon. Previously, I've read The Grey Bastards by Jonathan French, and it was really awesome. I gave it 5 stars, really enjoyed it. It's a fantasy story in which we follow, it's like, I think the marketing says it's like Sons of Anarchy in Fantasyland. So basically we follow a group of half-orcs as they are trying to survive in like their allotted lands, right? So I got the 2 sequels of this trilogy. So I got the True Bastards and I got the Free Bastards, alright? So I'm guessing the story continues in these 2 ones, and I'm looking forward to getting to them soon. And the last thing I got, of course, I've been looking at it at the store for a really long time, since it came out. I got The Adventures of Amina Al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakraborty. Sorry for the noise. Windows open because it's summer and we need fresh air. So basically, a pirate of infamy and one of the most storied and scandalous captains to ever sail the 7 seas. That would be Amina. So basically she's retired, but you know, she has to get the gang back together for some reason. But as I understand it from people talking about it, she hasn't left things well. So she, I guess, has to answer for some of the things that she has done to her crew and whatnot. But she's trying to collect her friends together to go on one last adventure. And look how awesome this cover is. And I'm very much looking forward to getting to this quite soon. Those are the books that I got since the last book haul. So yeah, if you have read any of these and any of these sounds interesting, please do check them out on Goodreads and wherever you can get books. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Press the bell button to get notifications for new videos. There are some links in the description box. The links change sometimes, so please do check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!